Hello dear friend, there is a major update for Fusion Studio 19.1.3. Now Fusion Studio 19.1.3 is live. Here you see we are in Fusion Studio. This is Fusion Studio 19.1.2 version, dear friend. You can read here about Fusion Studio. Here you see this is our Fusion version 19.1.2 build. We have already video on Davinci Resolve update 19.1.3. If you haven't seen, go through that update. That's a major update. I have already explained everything about that update, but in today's update we will update Fusion Studio 19.1.3. If you have Davinci Resolve Studio version, you have automatically Fusion Studio. You can download it from the Blackmagic website. No, I will give that link in our description box, dear friend. Here you see we have Fusions, everything, but in like Davinci Resolve you can't download update from here. For example, we come to Davinci Resolve. Here you see, here now we are in the Davinci Resolve. Here there you can see we can check from here, so check for update. Our software is updated here 19.1.3 here, dear friends. Here we have already Fusion Studio here. Here Fusion already inbuilt Fusion. This is inbuilt Fusion inside Davinci Resolve here. But this is a Fusion Studio. This is a standalone version. There are some differences. We will talk the difference in the later in this video. That's why, dear friend, listen this class till the end. All steps are very important. We will download Fusion Studio 19.1.3 here, and we will go through some performance of Fusion Studio, and we will talk the difference between Fusion Studio version and this is standalone version, and here Davinci Resolve Fusion inbuilt in Davinci Resolve. Here what's some differences here, dear friend, why we should use Fusion Studio. If you have Davinci Resolve Studio, you have automatically Fusion Studio. You don't have to pay anything, dear friend. If you haven't licensed for Davinci Resolve, you have Davinci Resolve 19 here, so you have already Fusion. It's enough for your work. You can do everything in Fusion. But if you have Studio, I think you must use this Fusion Studio. But there are lots of freedoms here. This is actually, like After Effect and Nuke, like industry standard software. It's the same like After Effect and Nuke. You can do all things, but in Fusion Studio you can do everything in freely in standalone versions. There are lots of freedoms here, dear friends. So we come to download. We have to come here to download to the site. Here you see we are on the site now, the Blackmagic design site here. So this is support center. Here we will come here. We have, you see, Davinci Resolve Studio 19 point. You see we have now here. You can see Blackmagic stores. You can update from here. And Davinci Resolve, so we have updated in our last tutorial. Go to playlist and see. And now we come to our here main Blackmagic. So there are lots of software update. If you have hardware of Blackmagic, you can update software from here. And we have Fusion. You see here Fusion Studio 19.1.3. This is a standalone versions, means it's a separate, but it's almost same Fusion, but there are some differences. We will talk later here. And we see we can read more here. What's actually inside. This is about Blackmagic Fusion Studio 19.1.3. Here you can see that this installer will add Fusion Studio for your system. We will remove that. Now we will download. Installing Fusion Studio software. Double click on Fusion Studio icons. You can download. What's new in Fusion Studio 19.1.3? The following features have been added and updated. Addressed issue with saving some OpenFXR metadata. There were some problems while I was saving OpenFXR metadata. Now this problem will be solved. And general this is about next update is about general performance and stability improvements here. For this you see this Windows 10 and later Rocky Linux 8.6 or 30.0, this Mac or Ventura later, and 16. This is actually the requirement of our Fusion Studio. Now we come here, just we close here. If you have a Mac OS, you can download from here. For Linux here, I will download for our Windows, dear friend. Come here, search everything. We will add this self. Okay, state. We'll add just Ukraine. I live in Ukraine. I will add Ukraine here. Serial number here actually. We'll put our serial number here, and we will just proceed here. Here you have to just proceed after adding serial number, and we will start download. Hello, dear friend. We have just click here, and so you see we have here. Thanks. Your download does not automatically start. Please the link here. If it doesn't start automatically, See, automatically we are downloading here Blackmagic Fusion Studio 19.1.3 here, dear friend. Now after updating this Fusion Studio, we will talk some differences. What's the difference between Fusion inbuilt in DaVinci Resolve and Fusion standalone studio version here? And stay connected, dear friend, and share this channel to those friends who actually need of such type of tool, dear friends. It will help them a lot if they want to learn DaVinci Resolve and Fusions, and they are searching the alternative of Nuke, so costly software Nuke, and After Effects in Fusion is very cheap and do a lot everything. It's almost professional industry standards VFX software, and you everything you can do here what you do in Nuke and in After Effects. So dear friend, now we have, you see, we have just downloaded the file. This is very 4 GB files, very heavy file. You have to come here and extract all. We will extract all here. We will come here, extract all, extract. Now we are actually extracting the file here. So you see we have here, just we will file here, this is manuals, this is render node. We will just double click on this, run as administrator here. Do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? You have to click just yes. Now see we are extracting the file here. So next we have to click next. You see Fusion 19.1.3 here. You can read, just we don't need, just okay with okay, accept the agreement, install, retry. Okay, so we are removing shortcuts and installing Blackmagic here. Okay, updating component registration here, copying new files. Okay, everything is okay, updated, finish. Hello dear friend, you see we have just updated Fusion Studio here. Now you can check about Fusion Studio. Now you see we have Fusion Studio here, Fusion 19's build. You see here, this is a build Fusion 19.1.3 build. We have updated Fusion Studio. We talk about how Fusion Studio actually works. It's not the tutorials about Fusion Studio. We just we see our some basic understandings and basic principles of Fusion Studio. Fusion Studio is node-based software, you know, node-based VFX software. So you can see into Windows, you can see the result of your work. And here, this is the main here. This is like timeline, main space where you will do everything, every type of node you can place and use here. You can regularize, regulate your timeline like this. You see here, Windows like this, 3 degrees like this. Just held or like in this way you can do, you can little bit customize Fusion Studio here. And this is actually files here. From here you can import any file after working. If you want to open in the DaVinci Resolve, you have to save as PSD files, and after saving you can open in the DaVinci Resolve Fusion Studio, in the inbuilt Fusion Studio from directly from here. You can check preference here and beans, save as clips. You can save new, you can control and you can make new. I just returned here. Now we come here. Actually, this is script main Windows here. You can read and tools view. Main thing is here tools. You know, here actually loader. It is a loader and saver here. In Fusion Studio standalone version, you can't find media in and media out. For example, I want to show you here. Here you see I have project here. I just open here. Now you see we come to here. In Fusion, this actually Fusion inside the DaVinci Resolve. Here you see we have media in and media out, and if you can add anything. For example, this is our from last update. This is a DaVinci Resolve 19.1.3 update here. This clip actually you can change directly from here. You can change, like I want to add this color effect, or for example color collection. I will just put here. You see I have from here I can change. We come to color collect. You see I can change the screen like this. You see, like in this fashionable way you can change our screen here, like in this way you can do here. But if you come here to Fusion Studio, you have to actually use, there is no media in and media out. It's a very large difference there. This is the difference. Loader means if you click you can load clips from here, and saver, when you want to export you have to click saver. These are actually separate clips, just like media in and media out here. See here, media in and media out. So this is saver. Actually saver and loader is like media in, a saver is like media out in Fusion Studio. There are various type of importing files to Fusion Studio. You can directly come here, and from here you can tool and just click and loader, it will load. From here you can click, or otherwise you can drag. So we come here, you see here actually this is actually import. We can easily import. I will just click here and we can come here. I have in F drive I have some files, so I will take here any file we can take. For example, I want to take this Fusion logo. Okay, open. Actually, we have open Fusion logo. If you want to open the window here, you have to just click. Want to see in the window, you see I have actually this Fusion logo here, and you can add any things from here. You can take text, you can take like this background colors. If you want to add background, this is actually we have taken logo, and we can after working. If you want to save, you have to come here, and you have to take saver from here. Just click. Now our saver, you see, automatically click, and now we can write file names here. For example, Fusion logo PNG. Here, this is a place here. I will save here. This file is actually saved. It's not the class of actually the Fusion tutorial. Just I want to show you the concept how it works. So we come here, and if you want to render here, you have to take a render. For example, you have to just click here, and you have to select everything and start render from here. Actually render. I don't want to make this class longer, dear friend. If this class is helpful, please subscribe the channels. And motivate me, dear friend. Nowadays I'm working hard, and it's justified to subscribe, write, comment, like, and share this channel to those friends who are actually in the need of such type of tutorial. This tutorial will help them a lot, dear friend. And now actually you see we have here everything is okay, and we can in this way render from here directly. You can import, like if you want to import this to Davinci Resolve inside, you will come here, and here you have to import, you have to save as from here PSD file on anywhere. Once you save, for example, I want to save on our desktop. From here you have to cancel, you have to save here like PSD file, and you will directly open that. You can go to file folder, you can open directly in Fusion Studio here, and we come here. Now here there are some resolve effects which we can't use actually inside Fusion Studio, but this doesn't matters because it's actually a standalone version. Its performance is very fast. You can assign separate RAM to here to work inside Fusion Studio. It's a very stable, and after working in Fusion video making composition, you can use it in other video editing softwares. But when you work here, you will you can use in DaVinci Resolve here direct to timeline. If you have very fast project, if you want to make color changes, it's very convenient to work inside DaVinci Resolve Fusion. I have made these changes, and we can see we come to our timeline here. You see in our timeline this is actually visible. So it's a very convenient. So in a specific cases, I work in Fusion Studio when we have more like from client. I have a special compositions work. I work and send, and only they need the Fusion composition VFX, and I make and send to the clients here. But in the Vinci Resolve, if you have project, I have to apply everything inside Clip, so I don't need to go to a Fusion Studio. But it's necessary to know both. If you know Fusion inside the Vinci Resolve, you can work here, but there are some basic difference. Showed you like loader here, there is no media in, media out, but everything actually same. You can merge tool, you can, for example, I merge, we come here and directly can use here merge, put merge, and we can add anything there. And shift plus space bar, everywhere it's working like same. Here you see shift from space bar, you can take any, add anything here, like any node here. In the same in the DaVinci Resolve, when we come here to the Fusion here, Fusion's page here, shift plus space bar, you see same thing. DD here I want to add. Okay, so you can add, actually everything is the same, and here all properties inspector appears here. In the same way, you see here all type of properties appears here in inspector. From here you can regulate, and in the DaVinci Resolve you can regulate. Really, these are the there are not too many differences. If you know DaVinci Resolve, inside DaVinci Resolve you can use this, and sometimes you have so many clients works, and you have to work only inside Fusion. Then you can shift to Fusion Studio, but I use both. But I most of time I use Fusion inside DaVinci Resolve because I apply effects and VFX effects inside my clips. But if you want to go, even you can apply all type of effects inside Fusion Studio, and from applying in Fusion Studio everything, you can just import. From here you have to import to PSD file, and after that you have to open in DaVinci Resolve. You will open, it will automatically opens in DaVinci Resolve. If you need a special class about this, please write, dear friend. I will make a special class about how we can work in DaVinci Resolve and export to Fusion. And when we work in Fusion Studio, we can export that work to Fusion DaVinci Resolve. Dear friend, if I make this class will be very longer, dear friend. Subscribe the channel for more updates in future, dear and write, comment me, suggest me which type of content do you want, and don't forget to write. I will make content according to your requirement, dear friend. I am 24 into 7 available on YouTube, on our channel, to reply you in the comment box. Here I go to see our Davinci Resolve 19.1.3 updates. I will put that update in the playlist. From the playlist you can see, and in the Davinci Resolve 19.1.1 and 2 there were some major features have been added. About all those features we have special class. I will put that class in the playlist of this video. You can access that class directly from the playlist and the in the screen of this video, dear friend. Take care, bye, we meet in the next class.